All done.
Sweet. There we are. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another round of the IIRL season. This is Realistic Tier. It is round 6. It is Las Vegas on the strip, and I am not alone. I have a new commentary partner for tonight. Rothwell is on holiday, and Tacit is racing. So, I have got Johnny B.
The one and only. How the devil
The
is everyone?
Good evening, Jack. Good evening, Snipes. Good evening, Nico. And we have got 19 lovely drivers for you tonight.
Ooh, nearly a full
We
grid.
did we did give the drivers a vote if they wanted full qualifying, but they have elected to vote for short qualifying. So going through the list of drivers, we've got Snipes in the Aston Martin. We've got Money Game, who was a debutant podium finisher last week in Belgium. Chipmunk in the Williams, back again. Who won Belgium assist here. That guy is in the Aston Martin. A debutant in KMK. Nico has been downgraded to the V Cub. Padge is in the Mercedes. Emil debutant is in the McLaren. Consti debutant is in the Ferrari. John, our current championship leader, is in the Sauber. Alessio is in the V Carb. Max is in the Alpine. Ethan is in the Haas. Tacit is in the McLaren. Deflated Wee is back in his Sauber. Tommy Bread is in the Ferrari. Jack is in the Red Bull. Cod Camper is in the Haas. And Killian is in the Williams. Wow, that was a lot. And who's
And
first
take a
soundtrack?
breath. Take a breath.
Yeah, I can get a break now. But Johnny B, welcome to Realistic Tier. I hope you enjoy the chaos.
Yeah, well, from what I've just experienced on track, I think there's going to be a lot of it. The guys do seem pretty hyped for this tonight. So, yeah, let's get into it. We got Nico out on track first, I do believe.
Yes, it is. So, of course, you watching the race on Tuesday. What can we expect from quali laps going into this short qualifying session? Because of course it was short quali on Tuesday as well, wasn't it?
Yes, quality laps, I'm expecting, to be honest, a lot of people struggling with either the middle section or the last section, that last chicane, or as I call it, the tail of the pig. So, yeah, I think there's going to be some surprising outcomes, I think, throughout this qualifying session.
Oh, big time. I think when you have 19 drivers as well, of course, a lot of them are debutants. And the thing with realistic tier, I always say, is having those faster drivers in the slower cars really is a great equalizer, like the wet weather in a way. Of course, we had wet weather on Sunday in Belgium in assist here, but I don't believe we've yet to see it yet in realistic tier. But Ethan is saying it's fully dry, Mr. Weatherman. So
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, it being dry helps. I don't know if you guys or to be honest, I wouldn't even recommend it on my worst enemy. This track, when it's wet, is horrific. It's
oh yeah.
not it's not overly grippy when it's dry. So yeah, so thank God it
Exactly.
is dry.
It's a nightmare to get your tires up to temperature when it's dry, but let alone in the wet. What can you do in this section that Nico's coming into now? That curb you have to use it can gain 0.3 of a second a lap as Nico's just on a 55.9 in the second sector. Is it's so detrimental to get a run out of the line. If it was out of I can't remember which corner it is, but it's so detrimental to use that curb in the rain. That's going to be almost impossible.
Yeah, so in the rain, from what I learned when I did do a couple races in the rain around here, is don't touch any curb at all.
You've done
Uh,
practice in the wet.
no, I actually did two league races in the wet, and it is
Oh
yeah,
my.
yeah. So that was a shock to all of us. Um, we did load of dry running as Nico crossed us a line to do a 131.3. That's actually a really good
That's a
lap.
great start. Next
That's
up, we've got, I believe it's
yeah.
Tacit. Tacit is
Yep.
32-1. Good start from Tacit. He's got another 2 runs to try and improve. Jack up next. This is going to get so confusing.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
next? It's one of the Alpines. It's Money Game, of course, debutant in Belgium. Goes a 10th behind Nico. Of course, got a podium last week. And Consti, debutant, just outside the 32s. And there's Cod.
Oh, wow.
Cod Camper
Wow.
going provisional P1, 2/10 quicker than Nico. And Max had a couple of... And there's John. So Max is currently running P5, and John has just taken provisional pole off Cod by... and then Ethan is the first driver in the 30s. Yeah, the 30s. This is gonna... We got a couple of the Williams up next. Killian goes P7, and Chipman goes P8. Of course, our winner in assist here in Belgium.
They're flooding in faster than I can keep control of.
Oh, big time. I'm struggling to see who's on a lap here. I think Tommy Bread might be doing a double run, but Snipes is currently just coming out turn 4, and I believe Emil is just about to finish a lap now. He's burning his battery, burning it.
It's a wide line.
Yeah, he takes a wide line, but a P5, great lap there. He's almost. That's a very close gap there between him and Nico. So that's gonna be a lovely battle to watch out for in the race.
Ooh, McLaren versus V-Carb. It being realistic here as well, it's yeah, quite interesting to see certain companies up there.
Oh, exactly. Exactly, seeing the Haas cars and the Saubers and stuff like that, them fighting their way through that car, because I drove the Sauber for the Belgium practice the Brazil practice lobby, and I absolutely despised it. So the fact that John and Deflated We have been dealing with this car for the entirety of the season, and since we changed to realistic tier last season, just says a lot about their capabilities. As Snipes has gone up to P8, a 10th behind Deflated We.
That's a statement to the car, because if you look at the gap between John and Deflated We, they are not that far apart if you put them in the same car.
Yeah.
So that's a statement to like what a difference a car can make to a driver.
And that guy goes P14. Currently the two drivers yet to settle up are the Mercedes of Padge and debutant KMK.
God, this is a lot to keep up with.
This is a lot. This is very difficult to keep up with compared to usual, and by all means in the race it's going to be quite chaotic, I would hope. We barely ever get safety cars at the moment, so hoping for 1 or 2 maybe, spice things up.
So we got Padge. Yeah, so we got Padge. He's going to start his lap now, so I think he's going to be doing his first lap. Takes a nice wide line, as much speed as he possibly can carry into turn 1. Careful not to lock up the inside left in the exit, but that might set him up a little better for this long right-hander. Back on the battery, as full throttle as he possibly can as he heads towards the middle section of the pig, or the front foot.
Just call it Spider Pig.
Yeah, this is the upside down Spider Pig.
Spider Pig. Does whatever a Spider Pig does. Don't copyright strike us.
Yeah, no, yeah, but let's not, shall we?
I should have done that in a high pitched voice.
We've got Money Game 10 in the chat saying, mate, no grip at all. So yeah, I think that just further backs up my point. You've got to be so on it around here.
Yeah, he is in the unfortunate Alpine, which isn't known for its straight line speed, but after a podium finish in Belgium last week in the very wet, tricky conditions.
Yeah, he's got promise. He's got promise.
Exactly. Big ups Money Game. And everyone is coming out on track for their second qualifying laps, and Padge has taken up the bollard at the what did you call it? The pigtail.
Yeah, the tail of the pig.
the tail of the pig chicane. He's taken out the bollard, which unfortunately isn't very useful to get rid of. But that does mean he has invalidated his run and will stay P19 as it currently stands.
Oh, I'm just wondering if he knows there's a Ferrari behind him. I'm gonna say no.
Consti might be loving this, to be fair. He might be loving the tow that he's getting. We'll see how much he benefits from getting the toe from Padge, who I believe is on a run. So he may have invalidated, but I believe he is on a qualifying
Yeah,
lap.
to get a lap on the board, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he wants
Um,
one on the board. And
who've we
as
got?
honestly, there's so many people on. Everyone's on track right now. Who's gonna be first?
I want. Who is going to be first?
It's gonna be. I don't know.
I want to say Nico because Nico was in the pits as everyone was starting to come back in.
Yeah, we'll sit on board with Nico, and if anything changes, then well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
He's coming down to pigtail, the tail of the pig.
yeah,
He, he he used a lot of battery going down the strip, but you want to. Of course, Nico is one of the favourites for the assist title this season, and he
he
goes
is.
P2. He's a tenth. Oh, is that half a tenth? It's half a
Yeah,
tenth behind
half a tenth.
Ethan.
He'll be happy with that. He'll be happy with
Mm,
that.
very much so. Constantly coming into the pit lane. Padge
Mercedes.
P18. Oh, maybe not setting a representative run as of yet. He's still got enough time to do maybe 1 or 2 laps.
Who was that? So we got Ethan's just starting a lap now. That's
Deflated, we had invalidated his outlap, so he's going again. And an improvement from COD? No, he's starting a lap as well. This is what I mean. Alessio's gone up to P7.
John
And
is on a lap.
And Tommy Bread's up next to the line. This is times coming in flicking fast. He goes P10. Big improvement there. Very, very close times with Snipes in P9. Max Legueth, of course, former podium in IRL, especially in the F2 tier. He was very promising. John goes P1. He goes provisional pole. And then we've got KMK starting a lap. And I believe one of Killian... Killian comes into the pit lane. Tassit goes P14, and that guy comes into the pit lane.
Chipmunk is on a Chipmunk. He's on a lap. He's at the tail of the pig.
We'll sit on board with Chipmunk as he comes to the line now. We don't know what he's done in the middle sector, but he's coming into the pit lane.
He's coming on. Yep, ignore that. Who have we got? I think all these guys now are coming into the pits. Yeah,
Ethan's coming in. COD might be on the lap. Bit of contact with the wall for someone. Yeah, it's going to be... Deflated Wee goes P2. Half a tenth off John. And COD stays P5 with a 10th improvement. And Emil is going to be starting a lap now.
Half a tenth of John, but he's literally 3 or 4 milliseconds. Yeah, 4 milliseconds in front of Ethan.
Oh, yeah. Just mind blown. Tommy Red coming into the pit lane. What's happened?
I was just on board with Wee, but he's getting out of the way. I thought he made a mistake. Alright, he was just getting out of the way.
Yeah, on board with Emil at the moment. He's just gone purple of the people on track in Sector 1. Because my graphical team can't seem to get the mini map in my bottom right corner right. I've genuinely fired about 7 TV crews, you won't believe. So
right, I well believe it. They got to get right. Right. He is up.
Nico's come into the chat saying that the whole 10th that he needs is in the 3rd sector. So maybe it's a bit of a straight line speed issue for him. Maybe even just battery, because of course everything is different between these cars in realistic tier.
Little tip, Nico. If you can hear me and you're watching, little tip: save a little bit more battery at the end. You'll be fine.
And Snipes in the chat saying that the Aston Martin's straight line speed is awful. Believe me, we've had a lot of complaints, and Emil has either gone up to or stayed P6. I can't remember where he was beforehand.
He stayed P6.
Okay, he stayed P6. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, no, he stayed P6. Yeah, no, so yeah, regards to like your straight line speed and like your setup around it, it really determines on what car you've got. So I know I don't mind sharing it. I know my setup and I haven't changed it at all for my Vegas is very low. Um
Yeah.
I know zero wings is very understeery and heats up a lot on the rears.
Oh, I
Um
can imagine. Like,
yeah, but it
the,
is doable.
I
Zero
imagine you
wings.
would need 0-0 just because of the strip and
Yeah.
the very long straights. If you put any downforce on your car, you are going to struggle. And I feel like most of these drivers will have chosen to sacrifice that middle sector for the benefit of sectors 2 and 3, where
Oh
the
yeah.
straight line speed is the most promising aspect of
Yeah,
this
yeah, a
circuit.
100%. Yeah, it's a couple guys I race in the other leagues with. They said exactly the same thing. You sacrifice anything in the middle sector just so you can have that straight line speed. But what they all
Yeah.
found with zero wings is that it is incredibly hard at the end of a stint to keep the tires alive and keep it within DRS.
Yeah.
But on the flip side to that, they stay, your tires they heat up a lot quicker, which means that your grip gets there a lot faster because you're sliding around, but you dig up quicker.
Yeah, so, so you kind of have to sacrifice that as if you, because if you even if you have good tires and you can't stay in the DRS with the with the lack of straight line speed, you're kind
Mm.
of in the same place anyway. So you
Yeah,
kind of just have to figure out which one's going to work the best for you. As Snipes has come into the chat saying he isn't running 0-0 wings, and that guy has run out of battery very late on in his lap. So in his what will be his final run, unless he plants it back to the start finish rate as Consti has started a lap, as now everyone is out for their final laps. We'll see how much track evolution there is and how much track can improve. Yeah, that's
I
what that
think.
means.
Yeah, it's slight brain fart there, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
welcome to every week.
I think the track will ramp up quite a bit. Yeah, there's a prime example. He's nearly 4 tenths up on his own time. I think the track will ramp up quite a bit because it's one of those tracks that, believe it or not, the desert is quite cold at night. The more cars are running at the time, it heats up a lot faster. So yeah, there is quite a lot of track evolution, but it depends on
But
how much risk you want to take.
if real life's like anything, it's going to be a rainstorm. So
Yeah, yeah, you'll be getting your paddling boats out for what's happening at the moment over there.
yeah, and Padge is coming to the line for his uh, Verstappen. He stays P19, but 2.2 second improvement. He is a second off his teammate as it currently stands.
As Constantine he is half a second up, just over half a second up. It was a good run from him, and he tags a wall that shouldn't have hurt him too much, as he should be blapping the rest of his battery to the line, but he has
And
left it on hot lap.
P7 for Consti. Emil will be at minimum P6, and Consti will be at minimum P7. And that is that guy. He will be P17, and Alessia will be P8. Next up to the line will be Money Game,
He has
and
burnt his allowance of battery. He goes
he
P7.
P7.
Hmm,
Nice.
good luck.
Next up will be Nico. He doesn't improve, so he will be at minimum P4. One of the Saubers is up next. It's John. Improves by a very little bit, so he is on provisional pole. We got one of the Williams up next of Chipmunk. Goes up to P12. One of the Hasses be Ethan. P2 for Ethan and Cod. P2 for Cod. Oh, that time.
Oof. Oh,
And deflated will be P4. That means if no one else on this grid can stop, Killian will be P10 at a minimum. Max has invalidated.
bless him.
Snipes is at the end of a strip. And Tacit is entering the strip. Padge will be P19, and KMK is not improving, but he is finishing his lap, and he does improve by half a tenth apparently. So my TV directions lied to me, and Killian will go ahead of Max, and will be P11, I think.
Yeah, and I think Plastic has given up on his lap, so I do believe that is everyone.
Wow. So what we can take away from that is very close lap times between the top
Yeah, everyone.
7. Yeah, just everyone.
Yeah, just everyone.
Like everyone is within a tenth of each other.
Believe it or not, everyone from P17 to P1 is in the same second.
Yeah,
That
that's ridiculous.
and it's quite a long lap, so that's quite astonishing.
That is absolutely great, and that is exactly what you get from realistic tier. If you like what you're seeing and you want to join, or you just want a community to join, there will be, if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a link to the Discord in the description. Or if you are in the Twitch chat and you like what you see, you can ask for an invite and we'll get you one. We race on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Our main man Padge is the one you want to speak to. So if you
Yeah,
get in touch, get him a message.
We'll get in contact with Padge. But get ready, because that is the end of our qualifying session, our short qualifying session. Your positions for the main race are John P1, Cod P2, Ethan P3, Deflected Wee P4, Nico P5, Emil P6, Money Game P7, Constantly P8, Alessio P9, Snipes P10, Killian P11, Max P12, Chipmunk P13, Jack P14, Tommy Red P15, Tacit P16, KMK P17, That Guy P18, and Padge P19. Wow.
Bravo.
Just wow. Yeah. And takes
take a breath.
Yeah, if David was in the chat, he'd be telling me to hydrate. So
we should have a command on the Twitch. I reckon it just tells you to hydrate.
Yeah. Snipe saying he had a bad last corner. Very unfortunate for him, starting P11, I believe, or P10. No, P10, because Killian's P11. I know, because I just said it. And
said it that fast.
Chipmunk saying the car wasn't carring. And congratulations to Jack on reaching a 30 stream streak. And congratulations to Johnny B for reaching a 5 stream streak.
Hey!
Yay! Congratulations! And Nico saying it was just over a tenth to pole and P5, which is beautiful.
Ah, dear.
And Money Game has redeemed a highlight my message, and this is not comfortable. Why so close, mate? Because that's what we love. And Jack saying, I swear it was this close on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it was. Like, Tuesday's qualifying was great. I remember watching it.
Yeah, Vegas it's one of those tracks where you can be quite close, but also you can be quite far off. So it's not one of those where you're often like you get 17 people within the same second. It's not that often.
Oh, exactly. And we've entered our couple of minutes break. I think we've got 2 minutes before we go, 2-3 minutes before we go. So the drivers can do whatever they want. They can go to the toilets, get their setup sorted. They can leave their cars, do whatever they need. So right now, the championship standings. As I said, John is your current leader of the championship. That's the word. He is your current championship leader on 118 points after 3 wins and 6 podiums in. Yeah, 3. That counts them together. So 3 wins, I think 3 podiums in 6 rounds. Cod Camper is in P2 on 94 points, which if I use quick maths is 24 points back, I think. Don't quote me. And Alessio's in P3, 2 points back from Cod. So even though John is in the Sauber, he's still able to pick up really, really good results. And you can see that as the fact that the matter he is on pole position.
That's a testament to
So,
the driver, that.
oh, exactly, and we'll have to see when it comes to the strategies drivers pick, because what strategies can we expect to see? Because of course the realistic car effect will have an effect on it.
I'm expecting some big gaps to start forming because I haven't actually watched realistic day around here. I haven't done realistic day around here, so I think the cars are going to start playing a real factor about the middle of their first stint. So I'm expecting some big gaps. So if you guys would like to prove me wrong, please prove me wrong. Because
Yeah,
then we can,
please give us a great race.
yeah.
Of course, we'll give a little shout out to the viewers on YouTube. They have made last week's realistic tier race the second most viewed video on the IIRL YouTube channel. Somehow, but absolute applauds to you. I can't applaud right now, but you know, yeah, yeah. Jack saying he's seen a massive improvement from him as we were getting underway. That was very
That
quick.
was quick.
That was great. As get up the details. John is start. Oh, okay. They're seeing a difference here. So we've got John, Ethan, Deflated Wee, Snipes, Chipmunk, and that guy all starting on the hard compounder tyres. But Cod, Nico, Emil, Money Game, Consti, Alessio, Killian, Max, Jack, Tommy, Tacit, KMK, and Padge are all starting on the medium. So I expect to see Nico and Cod maybe looking at fighting the drivers ahead to try and
That's
use that.
that's interesting. I'm actually quite invested to see how these hards heat up because every race that I've done around here, including with other leagues, every race that I have done around here, everyone started on mediums.
Yeah,
That's that's
I think
interesting.
when we did the practice lobby on Monday, it wasn't as clear as John has taken out that bollard. Thank you very much, sir. It isn't very clear. It wasn't very clear to me anyway which strategy was better because there was no like and if or buts. Because if the what I found is if you stay in if as long as you are in DRS, you are fine. But if you lose DRS to the car ahead or anything, you are kind of stuck. Because
Yes.
I was on my own and I was fighting. Oh, I was trying to catch up to Iraska from No Assist, and he was DRS swapping with someone I can't remember who. But they were able to take the gap from 3 seconds when we came up pit lane up to 10 seconds at the finish line. So as
Wow.
long as you stay in DRS, you are fine. But seeing these different strategies, it makes me think that you'll see some of that, but the undercut will still be powerful enough.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. We had a few
Yeah,
disqualifications there.
we got Chipmunk and Tacit as we almost get underway now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away they fly. I'm changing that every week, but another nice start from everyone. Emil getting the better of Nico. Car's going into ghost mode as someone has left him. One of the Ferraris is round a bit. This is very swapping at the
Wow.
front. I don't think anything bad has happened there, but John is going for a move on Cod down the inside. Everyone's still alive somehow. Or contact there between Deflated Wee and Ethan, but is there anything going on in the back? There's Alpine going sideways. And Killian's having a look around the side of Alessio. Someone's taking the off ramp. Deflated Wee's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. That potentially might be removed. I don't know what happened to Deflated Wee because I wasn't looking at him, but
I think that
what a start!
Yeah, what a start. I did see one of the Ferraris career itself into the back of one of the Red Bulls. So, yeah, that was a very interesting start, but I think he's trying to make up for lost ground at the beginning. Yeah.
As Consti and Jack are fighting with the power of well, straight line speed, because the drag reduction system is not open yet. COD looking to settle in behind of John as it currently stands.
So this is
any attempted.
so this is exactly what I was fearing for John, like the cold hard trying to get any temperature into them. COD was always going to go for an opening, and he did on the first lap. But now he's kept himself within DRS. John is now at risk down straight. So
money game down the inside of Nico. It turns to the outside for turn 2. Nico has hit the wall on the inside, but it doesn't look like he's got any damage, so he's kind of escaped with it there. But this battling is causing them to lose time to Emil, who is on the back of the deflated win. Nico is looking for a move around the outside, does make it. So he's hit the wall. Nico's hit the wall. That's very unfortunate that we can't see if he's got damage, but
he did it real well first, so he shouldn't have any damage, and he hasn't hindered he hasn't hindered his teammate behind as well. So Alessio. So he's just got to make sure that these guys stay within this DRS train, as it has already been broken by Constantine. So he's got to get his little toe down a little bit, get back in that DRS, because he's going to be very vulnerable to everyone behind him.
Yeah, it needs to be constantly looking to improve, but right now John is being passed by COD Camper with the use of the drag reduction system. Of course, it can be activated within 1 second of the car ahead.
Yep. He's taken it very cautious, as I've noticed over the past races that I've been commentating on anyway, that John is very cautious for the first stint, and he always has been. We've seen it at Brazil, we've seen it on Monday. He's very patient.
Yeah, he knows that a race isn't won on lap 1, so he knows that what he has to do is try and hold out, and especially in the Sauber as well, that tyre wear is going to be dreadful. I tried to mix dread and awful together, and it didn't work. But yeah, John will be holding out for now. So there's a yellow flag in sector 1 for, I think Tommy Bread might have had a little error at the hairpin. No, it's not a hairpin. Turn 3. Yes, turn 3.
Wow.
There's so much action to keep ahead of. The KMK in his debut is fighting that guy on the... Max is in the wall, but got away with damage. Got a little bit squirmy on the exit of... I don't remember the corner numbers. This could be really handy. Turn 9. That's the one.
Yeah, the front foot of the pig.
The front, yeah. I just called it pigs.
Yeah.
My trick round Silverstone was just called every corner Stowe.
Yeah.
And John with the use of the drag reduction system getting past COD Camper. Everyone else settling in behind there. I imagine there'll be a lot of drivers saving batteries. A swap at the Williams garage, but they're fighting into the lovely battling there between the two Williams cars. But even though they are in the same car, it does not mean that they are fighting for a construction championship. They're going 3 wide into the final corner.
Wow.
That is very, very nice battling there. And Consti looking to make the move on Chipmunk, and the Red Bull of Jack just spreading up wide a bit. Padge getting past that guy who has fallen to the back of the grade. It looks like he went straight on at turn 1. Chipmunk now leading that train of the Williams cars and the Red Bull.
Oh, this is close. This is very, very close. Killian wants that P11 back. He felt like he was outdone. I feel sorry for him because he was such an innocent bystander as Constantine decided to do both of the Williams going on to start and finish straight. He definitely wants that P11 back, and he is not going to give it up easily.
Tacit getting a 3-second time penalty. Big lockup from John from what it seems. The smoke came up, but honestly I don't know if it means to lock up anymore. It's just smoking all the time.
Yeah, it still means a lockup.
Yeah, like I was saying, even though people are in the same cars, there is not a Constructors' Championship fight for the drivers. This is purely a single driver championship tier. Yeah, that's basically it. And points go down to the top 15 as there's contact there between Killian and Consti. Or Killian's in the wall again. Or
This,
that
I've been keeping an eye on this for the last like 3/4 of a lap, and yeah, Killian wants it back.
Killian really fighting for P10.
Yeah, P10. He was already battling with his teammate, and unbeknownst to both of them, as Constantine decided to do both of them going down the pit straight on the previous lap. So yeah, Killian felt like he was a bit outdone there. So yeah, he was fighting hard to get that P11 back.
Absolutely mental stuff, and constantly fighting with Jack now. Looks like Jack maybe looking around the outside. Max getting through as well. Past Jack, who... Oh, contact between Jack and Max. There is contact. No one's got... Oh, Max is missing an end plate.
Yeah,
Max is not going to be happy about that. Oh, Jack has also got windows. They're not going to be happy about that. I would not be shocked if the steward's room has to look at that one later on tonight. I am your steward this week. So I want there to be as less contact there between John and Cod on the strip. Looked like a bit of contact there. Sent Cod maybe a little bit wide, but DRS is now.
John retains the lead, so
looks like Emil went a bit deep as well. He's like, oh, Emil's in the wall. Oh, contact there between Money Game and I believe Money Game's missing an end plate. Oh.
That's
going to allow Nico's going to have a look, maybe at turn 1 inside. He's not, there's a yellow flag at the back, that guy is round, he's on the side on the hard tyres, so he's not going to be happy about that. His strategy is going to have to change, I'd imagine, if he got damage from that. And Max is coming into a pit lane for his first pit stop.
So what I've just seen is a lot of front ends are going to be getting changed when it comes to their pit stops. Just from unfortunate, the tyres, they yield such little grip around Vegas until you've driven the track. It's quite hard to describe. It generally feels like you're driving on ice. So yeah, I'm not surprised you're seeing a few mistakes.
Yeah, just the drivers are, even though it's slapstick, as those medium tyres are going to start to wear off, that's not going to help the conditions at all. We've got a yellow flag. That is Jack. Jack is off, and that is a safety car. That is a safety car. Jack has gone into the wall at the end of the foot of the pig.
The foot of the pig.
The marshals have been very good and got his car off the track very quickly. It was almost like it was magic. But that is the safety car, and that is really going to hinder John, Ethan, and Deflated Wee.
Yeah, so the hard runners now are, well, to be honest, they've had a shocker. They have had a shocker, pitting this early, and then they're gonna. This is Cod.
Oh no! Deflated Wee's got 10 seconds. He's got 10 seconds for severe collision with Ethan as well.
Yeah.
What?
I see what was happening.
And it's double stacks as well. There's double stacks everywhere.
This is chaos.
Oh, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. Deflated Wee getting held up by John's car. Ethan getting held up by Cod's car. And Tommy Britt's on the softs.
Yeah, I think the steward's going to be quite busy this week.
That, of course, I don't think there's anything we can do about double stacking, but that is absolutely mental. So I imagine Cod and Nico are going to try and go to the end, or at least try their best. What they call it, the hard compounded tires are going to be a very big struggle. But
yeah, so if off memory, I think the hard tires roughly do around 14 laps, so they should be able to go a little longer than that. Yeah, they probably will look. I mean, you got, what is it, 2 laps behind the safety car? Yeah, I would give it a go. I would give it a shot if I was Cod Camper and Nico. 100%, I'd be giving it a shot.
Yeah, so as we saw in that little mayhem, Deflated Wee got a 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane and a collision with Ethan. So deflated wheel is up to 23 seconds of time penalties. And Ethan is on 10, so he must have got a 10-second time penalty for the collision as well. I would not be shocked if the stewards don't have to deal with that. And Jack is in our chat saying that he was getting called, so they had his radio on, and he tried turning it off because it was so annoying.
Oh.
And while he was putting the radio down, he lost control of the car and went into the wall.
That is gutted. Hey, on the upside though, there's a silver lining to everything. You get to listen to our lovely voices and watch the race along with us.
Yeah, of course, Jack was borrowing Max Verstappen's car for the night, and we getting past Nico. He's got another 10-second time penalty for ignoring. I wouldn't be shocked if the is going to call it quits here.
That's 20
because having 30, he's got 33 seconds worth of penalties now. And he's trying to serve it. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to serve it. And by trying and because of the way the pit lane works, you have to come out onto the side of track, and he must have overtook some people, and that has now told him off even more. So he is going to have at least 20 seconds worth of penalties.
Yep, 23.
Yeah, so he would have just served 10, but that is a absolute disastrous start to this race for Deflated Wee. He was looking strong to start with, then got a 3-second time penalty on lap 1, but was able to stay in the top 5. But now with that 23 seconds worth of penalties, he's still got left.
I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to get into the brain of Deflated Wee, whether he's going to be laughing about it or crying about it. Because
if he's not crying,
yeah.
I would...
Yeah. That sucks. I feel sorry for him. He was having a real good battle there with Ethan, and it's, you know, this is not ideal for Ethan either because he was doing really well. So let's see what he can overturn. Let's see what he can overturn.
Exactly. We'll be going maybe next up, I imagine. I don't remember where it calls. There's money game saying he's got a Ferrari behind him. What can he do? Just pray. Just pray. Or just do your best. That's all you can ask for. I mean, everyone did pit. Yeah, we all try to do our best. And Jack, look at the positives. The only way is up.
Exactly.
The only way is up.
If I was to sit here, actually, Sox, you remember, oh, safety car in this lap. Sorry, Jack. You're going to have to wait to listen to that story another day.
We'll remember.
Yeah, my start to this league wasn't exactly brilliant, so...
Yeah, I crashed out in my first quality session. Because Johnson has gone very early. He's got COD lapping. He's able to make a half a tenth gap to COD. We're going to be looking at some moves. Williams of Chipmunk is down the inside of Emil, and Consti has got past Money Game, so the fear that Money Game had was true. And Ethan's got past Nico again. Ethan is on the medium common tyre, so he will have to come in again, and he will serve that 10-second time penalty.
So Ethan managed to get those mediums fired up very, very quickly, and it just further proves my point how hard it is to keep temperature in those hard tyres behind the safety car. It is incredibly difficult. So I wasn't really surprised about that move, but not Nico. Ethan is going to want to get shot on because he's got that penalty hanging over his head. So
exactly, he's going to be wanting to wait. Him and John and others will have to come in again. So if Cod Camper does make it to the end, he could very well be in. Him and Nico could be very well in the driver's seat for the win here. The Deflated Wee, of course, are very unfortunate 30-second penalty man. That's going to be his new nickname, 30 seconds.
Oh, he's going to love that.
Is running P14 as it currently stands. So we'll have to see more from that later on tonight as Tommy Breda is getting past Tacit with the use of Jerez. Of course, he is on the soft compound tyres. I don't know how long they'll last, but he'll try and make them last as long as possible.
Yeah, I don't either. That's very interesting. Why soft? I don't know if that was a slight error, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not overly sure.
Laps flying in. Chipmunk currently having the fast lap. He's going to look for it and move down the inside of Snipes. Snipes looking at the switchback. It's not able to work again. He might look for the switch back again, and he's going for it. Snipes got Chipman gone a little bit wide, and Snipes has got the move back. Deflated Wee getting past Tasset. That is a contender for overtake of the season.
That was a lovely, because that inside line is like driving on ice. So bravo.
Yeah, that's got to be up there for overtakes of the season. Unfortunately, my winner has already happened, and it was against me. So, you know, we don't talk about that, but it did involve the two people that are commentating this race. So.
Oh right, sorry, my bad. Sorry.
My contender for overtake of the season was Johnny B's overtake on me in Parabolica, or whatever its new name is, at the end of the Monza sprint. It was a sprint, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
because I almost ran out of fuel out of the feature race, so, and we don't talk about that either. But while we were laughing about that, John has managed to gap COD by a second and a half.
Yeah, that sort of slipped past me. I didn't even notice that. This is also what I was saying about John. Within his first stint, he's very patient. The minute he pits, he did this on Tuesday, sorry.
Was that was a McLaren, that was Max in the wall, sorry. Again, so he's going to have to come in for another pit stop.
Oh, I think a few people would... Oh, no, he is the only one. That's a shame.
Yeah, I saw a car dive straight into the wall. Kind of like how I imagined Jack DNF'd. And,
yeah.
And after Jack happened to Jack, I'm now scared that everyone is going to... As Snipes and Consti are fighting at turn 4, it looked like maybe a bit of contact with the wall for Snipes, but...
Nothing malicious though. I was watching that little battle. Nothing malicious. I mean, the trouble is overtaking so hard around here that you almost make a move in desperation.
And Defeated Wee in his fight back is currently running P12. He's still got 20 seconds worth of time penalties to serve, so he's hoping for a safety car that means he can serve both of them. And Tommy Brennan Deflated Wee, that was a move around the outside.
Yeah, that was a move around the outside, but that was always going to be a difficult overtake to do, because Tommy being on those soft tyres fairly early on, you either get the move done immediately or you struggle for the first couple of laps, which it then prevents you keeping in DRS with the rest, which is not helping Deflated Wee's case at the moment.
Tommy having a look back around the outside, he's not able to make it stick.
Yeah, now that's the problem. Now Deflated Wee's he's got the pass done. He's now got that uphill battle to get onto the back of Killian before his hard tyres properly heat up.
Speaking of Killian, he's just made a move on KMK into turn 1. And speaking of the gap between John and Ethan is now 2 seconds.
Yeah.
This strategy, whatever the Haas drivers are doing, is not working. John is running away with it as it currently stands. Yeah.
I mean, do not get me wrong. COD is still in the better position at this moment in time.
Yes, we can't forget that. John is in a worse position to COD and Nico. Of course, we know that the pad traction is not very nice and doesn't like the drivers, so Nico might be in a bit of worse wear if he tries to make it to the end. But if there is a safety car, then this will be the great equaliser for everyone. Because I imagine most drivers will have another set of mediums if they chose the balanced tyre allocation given to them by the rules of the sport.
John's just done... I'm sorry, that's just occurred to me. John's done no... He's a mastermind behind the wheel of, like the mind of it. If he pushes really hard now, he can build a big enough gap that the rest behind him won't be able to answer.
Yeah.
I've just thought of that.
Good point.
Because no matter what happens, if he builds a big enough gap, no matter what happens, they can't respond to it.
Yeah. I suppose it just gives him a buffer from getting undercutted as well
Yeah,
from Ethan and well Chipmunk, because if Cod isn't able to make it to the end, then we'll see how his tyres fare on, because I mean, on Tuesday we saw drivers coming in off the hards about lap 14.
yeah.
So it's going to be very, very tough. So this is now looking to turn into a two-stop race.
Yeah,
So
I'm almost convinced. I mean, other than like, you're gonna get people risk it. I'd imagine Cod Camper will go to the end. I do imagine that it'll be
oh yeah,
tough.
big time.
It'll be tough. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy, but I'm almost thinking that John John's gonna do the same, because if this doesn't change now and there isn't another safety car, John, if he can eke out a big enough gap, Cod Camper might not be able to overturn the deficit on wearing hard tyres.
Yeah. However, we don't want to see
No.
John John's tyres get a puncture. Because if they
No.
get a puncture, then he's screwed.
Yeah, he
Don't
is.
ask me why I put an accent on.
But then like the ball's in his court. He's got that buffer. The ball's in his court. He could just back off a bit. He knows then that the hard tyre runners won't be able to push any harder, because they've already got to do an extended stint anyway.
Yes, Tommy Bread comes into pit lane off his soft compounded tyres. He managed to take them 6 laps, to be fair to him. That's definitely more than what I expected.
Yeah, that's good going, and he'll stay on those hards now to the end. So that will be him for this race. He will stay on those tyres to the end now.
It's a very big undercut for the drivers ahead of him. He's got Padge currently 15 seconds ahead of Tommy. So if Tommy has a good stint, and when Padge comes in for his second stop, as I don't know why there's still caution flags out there, to be honest with you. But,
yeah. I was just looking at that. I was just trying to look at, like, underneath our names where we're talking. I was just trying to have a look at that. And Tommy's actually, to be fair, you give it 4 or 5 laps, he'll get that. Should get that to around 11 seconds behind Padge. And
yeah,
the fact
pit
that
stop lappers.
Yeah,
Pit stop loss is what? What's the pit stop loss? Is it like 20 seconds?
Yeah,
like
20 seconds. I think it's around 20 seconds around here. Plus, they're all in a train.
Yes, that is the what's the deciding factor?
Yeah,
that's the word.
Yeah.
Honestly, English isn't my forte. His deflated Wee's run back up to the top 10 has completed. He's currently running P10 with 23 seconds worth of penalties. So he's deflated Wee to be back in this race fully. He needs one safety car to serve 2 10-second time penalties, because in the rules of this sport, for some reason on this world, mean that you cannot serve 2 10 seconds at once to make a full 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a shame. Yeah, no, that's yeah, that would have. It's a proper kick in the teeth, to be honest, isn't it?
And Killian's in the wall.
Ooh,
Killian's gone straight
yeah.
on. Killian has gone straight on at turn 4. I'm not too sure if there's any contact there, but Killian getting very unfortunate. Meal making a move past Chipmunk through this section of the track. It's very unusual to see an overtake there, but they've still got DRS to Ethan, so maybe the medium compound tyres are now starting to fade a bit.
They are, and I also think Padware's starting to kick in, as Nico has dropped. He's lost 2 places within the space of 2 laps.
Yeah. I didn't notice that, and Money Game getting past Consti with the power of DRS. And if you would like to request an onboard of any one of our 18 drivers still left in this race, we do not have a red button, but what you can do is use your channel points as Killian comes into the pit lane, along with John. You can use your channel points to request an onboard, and if they're going for a move, we'll stick you on for an onboard. And please don't request me, because I'm not driving. Save your channel points for Sunday. Yeah, request Johnny B instead.
Yeah, no, don't do that. I'm not driving either. Yeah, I'd save it for Sunday with the assist here. It'll be I
think tonight's race was fun. Come back on Sunday. Because John
gonna be
has come
fun.
out in P11, and he's gone for another set of medium tyres, so he's going to try and make them go to the end. Should be fairly comfortable. The mediums will go about 8 to 10 laps usually,
Yeah,
so that he should be
he's
fine
quite
to get to the end.
comfy. He's quite
And
comfy.
he has activated the undercut on Ethan as well. So when Ethan comes in, maybe at the end of this lap, we'll get that jump as John John making a move on that guy at the end of Pigtail Corner.
Yeah.
And Chipmunk also has he gets another 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. That
He
is
is
not
having a
fun.
mare.
He is not having a fun time out there. And the two Williams squabbling about again. I think maybe Killian playing a bit of tactical games to get DRS on his makeshift teammate for the night. Alessio getting past KMK in the V carb. And Emil getting past Ethan on the runs to turn 1. So Ethan definitely struggling a bit more with his tyres. Emil, of course, in the McLaren as Killian is straight on again at where Lando crashed. So maybe Killian is having some issues with his car. Of course, that Williams is very, very good. Oh, he's got end plate damage. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So he got end plate damage from somewhere, which has caused him to have a not so fun time.
No. I'm looking now.
Killian
so,
retires.
Yeah.
Killian is done with this race.
After
After the high of the Scottish football yesterday, he is. Was it yesterday or Tuesday? I can't remember. It was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
After the high of the Scottish game the Scotland game on Tuesday, he has decided to call it quits tonight and save his energy for Tuesday when it is Austria next week. So be sure to stay tuned for that.
Ah, another tricky track with a load of track penalties.
Yes, as Snipes gets past Padge as well. Every time I switch to someone, I can just hear tyres screeching.
Yeah.
So everyone's just locking up in places. Before I interrupted you, what are you going to say? As the Ethan gets passed by Nico.
Yeah, so I've just been focusing on this Nico and Ethan battle at this moment in time. So Ethan's not going to fight this too much, mainly because he's got that penalty hanging over his head. But what I am noticing is that Nico has been held up because of the no battling, and that has dropped him out of DRS from the top 2. But I'm also starting to wonder. Yeah, I'm also starting to wonder if Padge's starting to start kick in. The sooner this kid gets a wheel, we are in trouble.
Oh, big time, yes. I am scared for that day.
Because, believe it or not, viewers, he's on pad. This player, at the moment, is on pad. And he is extremely quick. So, and he's been on about getting a wheel. So, yeah.
Oh, is he actually? No.
Yeah, he's been on about getting a wheel. It's just, I think he's just trying to get the money together. So, yeah. I mean, props to him. Limbs for the rest of us.
Yeah, it's a couple of battles while we were talking about Nico. John got past KMK and Chipmunk got past that guy. Killian has joined the chat, and he said that he kept locking up anytime he touched the brake. So maybe a brake issue for the Williams team tonight. Of course, James Vowles being the lead director of the team principal, as Emil gets past Cod with the power of DRS. So Emil having a lovely race in his debut. Kind of a bit under the radar, I think.
It's not a bad thing. You go under the radar in this league. I tell you what, it's not a bad thing because you become a silent assassin.
Oh yeah. And that is a Ferrari. Oh, I thought it was a Ferrari coming into the pit lane. It's not. But John has got past Alessio and at the pigtail corner. And deflated Wee is also going to be looking for a move down the inside. Maybe at turn 1, maybe at turn 4, maybe down the strip. But KMK is definitely looking as well.
This is interesting because Emil. I don't know if Emil's on paddle controller, but I know Cod's on wheel. So Cod is on wheel, and yeah, he is. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I know he's on wheel, but I also know Cod is pushing hard. I know that. I've seen Cod push hard, so We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how the rest of these laps play out. I mean, we've got 6 laps left to go. We'll see how the rest of this plays out. But on his debut, yeah, well done. Well done.
Right now, if it stays as it is, Emil will be a debutante winner in
Ah, he's on pad.
IRL.
He's on pad.
Ah,
Thank you very much. Young man, E36, go. Thank you very much.
it was Tastic gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Emil does have a fan club.
Hey, we open the fan clubs here. The more the better.
The more fans we have, the better. So Emil has a fan club, and I mean, you can talk to the goat. Well, yeah, you can speak to the goat about joining a fan club, I reckon, if you want to get in. And as I say that, Ethan has finally come into the pit lane. He's got 5 laps left of this race, so that will drop him down maybe a bit. Maybe he'll try the soft, but is it really worth the risk?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see what tyres he goes down. He goes
Mediums.
Mediums.
It's mediums for Ethan, and he's got to serve that 10-second time penalty as well.
Yeah.
So he's going to drop down the order massively.
He's my fan.
As we see a race, that guy is trying the soft, so maybe that guy's going for a fastest lap attempt. Well, he'll make those soft tyres last to the end, I reckon. But
yeah, he will
struggle.
Yeah,
after maybe lap 4 or 5, because we saw Tommy earlier in this race take those tyres 6 laps. So with less fuel, it might be possible. And it might be less of a struggle.
What does COD do now? So if you're COD, you're sat between two pad players. What do you do now? In a minute, he's gonna start pushing. Sorry, I say he. Nico's gonna start pushing, unless he already has been pushing. So in a minute, Nico's gonna start pushing. I know COD isn't pushing very hard. And I don't know much about Emil. So what do you do if you are COD, knowing that you have got that slight advantage being on wheel? You haven't got that pad wear. So if you were COD, what would you do? That's my question to you.
I mean, I think it'd be better to just swap positions, because you can use the DRS to get away. Because if they start battling too much, Nico will catch up.
Yeah.
So you ideally just want a DRS swap. No big battles until maybe the final lap, as KMK gets Chipmunk are swapping positions. But you kind of just want to swap positions with each other, so that way Nico doesn't catch up, and then you can just have a full-on fight for the end, at which COD will want to sit behind for the final lap and just go for it down the end of the strip, because if he stays behind, he'll have the DRS, and then he can just burn all his battery to the line and take the win off Emil. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, I think you could right there, to be honest. And one thing I am noticing is how quickly John's gone through the field.
Yeah, of course, John is our current championship leader. Our reigning champion is COD Camper, battling for the lead. So right now, John is trying to hold his lead to a maximum, and there's the first swap. COD and Emil swapping. There's a yellow flag somewhere.
Yeah, there is. Oh,
I think that might have been Max or
the front leg of the pig.
But
the front leg of the pig. That's where the accident happened.
The hoof.
Yeah.
The hoof.
No, this will be fantastic. What a debut. He's already proven what a debut this could be. So, yeah, no. In the chat. Hope you're cheering him on.
Yeah, I hope Goat, you're screaming and shouting with your hands in the air like you just don't care. To celebrate this momentous occasion for Emil's first race in IRL, and he is on for, and he should, as long as he doesn't DNF, he will be on for a podium at the minimum as it currently stands. Nico is catching a little bit, but it's not enough to put a fight on. Money Game is just outside of DRS, and John at the exit of Sphere Corner. sphere foot hoof,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, had a very shaky exit getting over the curb. But maybe John's tyres are starting to fall off. He's within DRS of money game, so he will most likely attempt a move at the end of the strip.
I think
But
he'll
where
want to
does he go
get
from there?
this. Yeah, I think he's going to want to get this over and
Wait.
done with fairly quickly.
Wait, he's out of it. I keep forgetting that the DRS detection point is so late down the strip because they shortened it. So he
Yeah.
didn't actually get DRS, but he does still. Money game is within DRS of Nico, so Nico is looking like he's really struggling now. But he's still gaining on the top runners, so.
Yeah, I think the reason why he gained a little bit there is both Cod Camper and Emil both had a wiggle coming out that final corner. So yeah, I think those tyres are starting. I said it was going to be quite difficult getting those hards to the end. It will be about 18 laps on these hards. So it was never ever going to be easy because they recommend you pit lap 14, lap 15 on these hards. Yeah,
Exactly.
look at them both sliding around.
We got yellow flag. That is
horrible.
Tacit. Tacit is round. He's got wing damage. He is. Oh, he's going into the back of the wall. Does he have rear wing damage? I hope not. I don't remember when rear damage is on, so I think that might be Tacit coming in to end his race 2 laps early. He'll still be classified, I believe, but
yeah, he will. Yeah.
Unfortunately, he is out of the points, so will not be any points for Tacit tonight. But still a great effort nonetheless.
I've just got on board with Emil's rear tyres and they look ugly.
Oh my, they do. Wow. And COD is still within DRS, so could be fine. But this battle for P3 is looking very, very juicy. So Money Game is getting passed by Nico, and Nico's tyres have fallen off massively. There's a battle there between the two. Nico looked like he went a bit steep.
Yeah, he did, but I also think that he just couldn't have stopped the car, which has now allowed John, the silent killer, to just sneak up on both of them now from out of nowhere. Yeah, he snuck up on them without them really realising.
Oh, contact! John's in the wall. Bit of contact there between. I say that I do that shock thing every time, even though there's no damage to his car and he's still within DRS. So
yeah, you'd be looking. Money Game's going to be looking to either get the move done immediately on Nico, or if they end up battling too hard, too long, John will end up taking both of them.
Yeah, that is a 3-fight battle for the third place on the podium. So it's going to be absolutely mental to see how that happens. They're all going to be fighting. None of Nico, Money Game, John will want to be leading the pack. So we'll have to watch out for some DRS games. Emil is still leading COD Camper as it currently stands. COD will have the run at it going into the final lap of this race.
This is going to be interesting.
Drive behind.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because they're going to be playing a lot of DRS chicken now. As you could, straight away, you can see that straight away on the back straight. They're all going 3 abreast.
It's 3 abreast, and John has taken P3 as it currently stands, but he will have the negative of not having DRS on the final lap.
But he also has nearly, well, he has 9 lap newer tyres.
Yeah, but will he be able to get out of that 1 second cushion?
He should be able to.
Great.
He should be able to within the middle section to at least build a gap that they can't respond to. I say that his car's moving around a lot as they do now start the last lap. Sorry, I wasn't concentrating. They do now start the last lap.
They are at turn 5. So what is COD going to do here? He's in the right position. They all slide there, maybe a bit from Emil. So what is Emil going to do here? Is he going to try and... He's very sliding now. Emil is struggling on those tyres.
Yeah, he is, but so's COD.
And Money Game is... John's broken DRS to Money Game.
That's a hard push. Yeah,
that's a very, very good job there from John. Wow.
Nico, if he's got enough battery, which I can't comment on, but if he has enough battery, Nico might be able to, down the back straight, at least catch back up to John John.
We got a yellow
Oh,
flag. That's deflated wee. Deflated wee is round the pigtail. Back up to the front. It's coming Cod versus Emil. And Cod can't make the move. As long as Emil
oh,
doesn't make a mistake,
wow.
he's on for his first win.
I tell you who did make a mistake was Cod. In that last little sector, he tagged the wall,
And
which is giving it to
well,
him.
there's a battle between Money Game and Nico. Nico's just fallen behind, but Emil is going to cross the line for his first race, first win in IRL. Cod will cross the
Debut.
line P2. John will cross the line P3, and Money Game will beat Nico to the line by half a tenth.
Oh.
Chipmunk will be P6 after starting P12. Alessio will be T7. Constantine will be P8. Snipes will be P9. KMK and Debut will be wrapping up the top 10. Nico has left early, which is going to mess with the standings, but we don't worry about that. So, Nico's P5. No, 4. I can't remember.
Yeah, Nico was P4.
Okay, so everyone below P4 will be one place.
Oh, hang on, no, he
Below.
wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he was P5. Yeah, Money Game got him on the line.
Okay, yeah. So there was a load of runs and stuff. We'll go through the standing in a minute. Money Game saying Nico P5. Yeah, Money Game, that was a lovely battle between you and him at the end. You just got him. That was incredible to watch.
That was fantastic. That was
a great end.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna do this. Well done, Emil, on your debut. Well done.
Yeah, congratulations, Emil, the debutant. He can celebrate his first win after battling the very well tenured Cod Camper in the league. Of course, Cod is he's beaten the reigning champion to a race victory in IRL. Congratulations. And Nico saying, how can he fight with 75% tyres? Very, very unfortunate. Money Game saying that he might have been scared towards the end of the race. But
Yeah.
that is your end of the race. Emil getting P1 in debut. Cod P2. John P3 battling Money Game to the end. Money Game P4. Nico will be P5. Chipmunk P6. Alessio P7. Consti P8. Snipes P9. KMK P10. Ethan P11. Tommy Bread P12. Padge P13. Max P14. That guy P15. Deflated We will be P16. Nico is P5. Tacit will be P17, Killian P18, Tacit, Killian, and Jack being our DNFs.
Wow. Yeah,
Wow.
Just wow. So to put that into context, I've just seen there Emil came from P6 to win. And he joins a very, very small elite group to beat John.
Don't worry, Nico. You're all good. Just trying to wrap my head that everyone needs to be one place lower. That's the confusing bit.
That's all right. As soon as you cross the line, you'll have him on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It'll all be right for the standings. Don't worry about that. The system we have for the standings is very good, and it recognises it based on the time in the stats rather than the placement in the leaderboard. So it recognised that your gap to the leader was what it was. That's how it's done, rather than it's all right, Nico. Don't worry. But you still had a decent race, and your battling to the end was absolutely astonishing.
Driving was astonishing.
Yeah, your driving was astonishing. That was absolutely amazing. This tier just has me speechless every week, Johnny. I gotta be honest.
Yes, yeah. It's very much for for me especially. It's very much like watching NA. NA is I just look at them in awe most of the time because obviously me racing within this league as well. It really appreciates how quick people can be. So, like yourself, there has been times like yourself where you've definitely surprised me, definitely. So, these guys are just getting quicker and quicker. It's hard to keep up with. Yeah,
it's just amazing, and this battling is only going to continue. Where next week is Austria, as said earlier. However, for realistic tier only next week, we are running Austria reverse. We are running reverse Austria. This was decided in the before the announced stream at the start of the season. NA, no assist and assist tier will be the normal track forwards, but realistic tier will be running the reverse track. So it is going to be very, very interesting,
I
to say
did
the
the reverse
least.
track
It
on Monday.
it's the most fun out of the three of them for me. It's the
It's
one that has the most overtaking opportunities.
it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Running that track backwards is brilliant. So yeah, that'd be interesting. But before that, you have us. You have the assist here on Sunday, so you
Yeah,
can
so
join myself
yeah,
and Socks on Sunday
yeah,
to see
we are
how
going
we
to
do
be
it.
on track. We are going to be trying to figure out this this pig, I guess.
Yes, the upside down pig.
As Money Game has joined the chat, is back in the chat saying that he is 300th in the world on reverse Austria, so he knows the track inside and out, so he'll be hoping for a great result next week. But like Johnny B has said, on Sunday night will be the assist tier race at 7:30 p.m. UK time. You'll be joined by Deflated Wee and someone else we don't by his commentary partner. On Tuesday will be no assist, Austria forwards. You'll be joined by Johnny B and Tacit, I believe. Is that right?
Yes, yep, that's it. That's it. You got me.
And next Thursday will be Austria reverse. Remind that, put that in your calendars. 7:30 p.m. at UK time, and you'll be joined by me and Johnny B.
Yeah, I got a
Johnny B
busy
will
week
be
next
back.
week.
Johnny B will be back next week. Lovely stuff. Me and Johnny need to go decide our driver day. But if you are in the Discord, look out for that. So we will be
Yep,
deciding our driver of the day and the special mentions. There were a lot of great drives tonight, so that is going to be an absolute nightmare for us. But we are going to try that,
we'll try
and
our
we will be
best.
back next week. So with that,
A bid
I
farewell.
guess I guess we say goodbye.
Yeah, lovely
So
to
with
have you
that,
all on stream.
yeah, it's lovely to be back, and we'll be back next week.
Yeah,
With that, do you want to say goodbye and then?
yeah. I've been Johnny B.
And I've been Socks,
Bye bye
and this
bye.
is and this is goodbye.